But yeah, we got the ditto. We got what we asked for.
Yep.
Nobody's backing down on the character.
Wait a second. I didn't ask for this, did I?
Do we really want to see the Fox? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point. But man, I don't know. This is Smash 4 PTSD right here, and at least it's not Bayonetta.
Oh, Jakamu still making it back, recovering super deep. Also, for anyone, if you get lost in the game, Jakamu being orange ZSS, King Chris being the blue, because as they get close together like such, you do not see their names above their character. Yep. So it'd be very easy to lose track of who's who, especially when everyone's flying around as quickly as they do.
Yeah, and Jakamu, after a slow start, has brought this back in a big way. Kind of getting advantage in neutral just a little bit here.
Getting to get back on stage, really trying to call it. He wanted that flip kick. He was almost in the perfect spot to punish that. I think he had the stun on deck, but unfortunately just barely missed spacing where he was going to land. I can't even tell you who it was because it moved around so quickly.
Yeah, King Chris caught Jakamu.
Yeah. But they're very aware of their character's abilities, and for the most part, their limitations on getting on and off of stage. So expect a couple of really strong callouts in this set.
Oh my god, they both just did the exact same thing in sequence. Up smash, hit shield, up smash, hit shield.
Nice trump there by King Chris. Nice little bread and butter. They're trying to get that roll. He did have it too, but barely missed space, and it's going to cost him his stock. Pretty well tied up at this point. I mean, 17% difference. Almost getting a combo going there.
Yep, now it's Jakamu's turn to respond. Maybe not, though.
A lot of the Zairs coming out as well, just poking. I'm not super familiar with if ZSS gets anything out of Zairs that is actually true. Like, they've gotten a couple of them very, very close ups, point blank Zairs. But I'm not sure if they can get anything like a Zair to grab, like Lucas or anything like that.
I almost wonder if it maybe makes landing offstage flip kicks a little easier, but that's the only thing I can think of.
True. So that was a nice call out there. Almost getting the boost kick off the left side.
Yeah, Jakamu needs to respond somehow, because now King Chris seems to kind of had a read on him, and he is pulling away on the second stock.
Good tech read. Oh my god,
that
should have spiked.
Yeah, there's the response. Jakamu really finding a brutal spike right there.
He was like 10 steps ahead of him on that one.
Oh, that'll kill.
That will not kill, surprisingly. I think he made the right read there, not kick, because the boost kick sends so horizontally that it wouldn't go across the entire stage. So maybe just misjudged the kill power on the up smash, even with the charge.
Yeah, I was honestly expecting the boost kick. The up smash surprised me a little bit, but I still thought it was going to kill either way. But luckily for King Chris, not the case. But Jakamu has responded, and there's the kill.
Well, now Jakamu seeing himself with a small lead here. Let's see if he can tack on any extra credit before losing his next stock. Narrowly living.
Still living. Oh, no. Never mind.
Nice catch right there by King Chris. Now down to their last stock. Even percents at zeros across the board.
Yep, a true reset here. Going down to the wire.
And it's been close. Like, a couple times King Chris has slightly ran away with it, but then Jakamu was like, no, I got other plans, and brought it right back.
Yeah, this has been surprisingly a really fun one to watch. Honestly, I did not expect ZSS is bouncing around, flying at high speeds, and missing each other a decent amount to actually be this much fun. But they're actually doing a pretty good job not turning this into a whiff fest.
And I was gonna say, ZSS, you can't really deny it. Like, when ZSS really like hitting on all cylinders and getting the combos and stuff like that, it's hype gameplay no matter what. So to have two high-level players playing this character as well, you're gonna see some stuff.
Yeah, and luckily it's not like Smash 4 where you literally just ladder combo somebody with up airs into boost kick off the top. It actually does take a little bit more skill now, even though you have 3 options to disable.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Hey,
what?
He just teleported back. He's like, oh, I missed spaces? No, I didn't. Okay, and
he buried him like above the platform. What?
I don't even know what I just saw. But King Chris taking the first game.
That was like the absolute mother of disjoints right there. I don't even know.
He used instant transmission.
Yeah.
Right behind him is like, yeah, this is happening.
Yeah, that was absolutely absurd.
That was Nintendo.
I've seen something similar to that happen before, and I'm trying to recall the exact situation. But that platform, the platforms on PS2, like I've seen that happen. It was with the Inkling roller. I buried somebody. I think it was like a DK doing an up smash, and I was on the platform with roller, just trying to come back down to the ground a little bit safely, and it buried him. So it's just weird interactions on those platforms sometimes.
Speaking of weird interactions and horrible segues, he switched to Joker after winning the last. So maybe he sees something that we don't see at this point.
I mean, you'll never see it coming.
I mean, you are right about that.
There's your segue.
There you go. Yeah, we did not see this switch coming because, at least for me, I don't know. If you win your last match, unless maybe he just wants to do this for the experience once again. He's like, you know what, the ditto was fun and all, but I got to get my other characters up to snuff, so we're going to try this out.
Yep, and here's our son joining the battle at 70% though, so it took a little while. He was feeling a little drowsy.
But yeah, the third, 40 seconds into the match, just about. Good air dodge lead. That's going to take
Not going to be enough. Our son, I believe, adds extra weight.
I have no idea. Being a ghost,
think he does.
That he is. That's actually crazy if it is the case.
I could be completely making that up. I probably am.
Don't worry, the chat will let you know. That's wrong.
For sure.
How dare you say that? That's completely wrong information.
Yeah, like it happened earlier, in fact. But regardless,
I was gonna say, one thing that makes no sense. Speaking of weight, is Joker is insanely heavy for his size. It doesn't make any sense.
It's kind of like Snake in that regard, you know?
He's 93 weight, which makes no sense to me. But also what else makes no sense is Isabelle is heavier than Falco, and she's a puppy, so... Sure, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, wow. Yeah, sometimes weight in Smash... A lot of the statistics...
Like even with Mewtwo as well. Mewtwo is very light. That boost kick,
even though Mewtwo is like literally the heaviest Pokemon, isn't he?
One of at the time. There's 1,000 Pokemon now or something like.
He seriously, he's like actually super heavy, and it's always been wrong in Smash.
I think the reason why they did it is because in Smash, hold on. I was gonna say this boost kick, actually, sending King Chris to his last stock. I was gonna say, I think the reason why they put Mewtwo to be so light and like even from melee time is because if he was as heavy as he's supposed to be, he would be incredibly broken because he was so strong. So they balanced it out by saying, yeah, you're just incredibly light now for no reason.
But does he really need to be balanced in melee, of all things?
Well, I don't think anybody knew melee was going to go where it went at this point.
Absolutely.
It's on another level.
Not knowing, we're not expecting this to like go this direction. King Chris down 3 stocks to 1, so this character swap didn't work.
Once again, this might even just be like an exhibition type of thing for him. It's like, here's some real life experience. And yeah, with that being the end of that game, we might see the switch back. Because of course he has another game that he can gamble with if he really wanted to, but I don't see it. If he's really trying to make this run back, ultimately to fight Dusty Carpet in grand finals, he's gonna want to probably switch back.
Wait a second. I'm sorry, this can't be right. I'm looking up like weight values, and this says he's lighter.
Who?
No. Joker? No, he's not lighter than Ness. What? This has to be wrong.
What's Joker's weight?
93?
Yeah.
Am I crazy?
No. That's crazy. Because he's like, I don't know what the Christmas thing's called. He's like the Ghost of Christmas Past sized tiny character. Like he's the skinniest character of all time. And he's so heavy. But how heavy? Well, I don't know. Ness got a pretty big head, so I can understand how he's kind of heavy. Okay.
So, anyways, game number 3 here. King Chris going back to ZSS as they head to Battlefield. So, triplat stage. Some ladder combos probably going to be coming out.
Let's just see. They just crawl away from him. Did I see that properly? He SDI'd out of that jab and just crawled away. Yeah, we're just kind of bouncing around right now. Pretty even percents as well. Nobody really wants to commit to anything too crazy. And of course, both of them being very, very well aware what this character is capable of, especially on triplats, having that double extension to the top blast zone. Nobody wants to be taken for a ride, especially on stream either.
Yeah, absolutely not. Just want to give an update while they battle it out in neutral. Ness, Inkling, and Lucas are all at 94 weight.
Makes sense.
What? Anyways.
Yeah. Okay, that was a pretty big call out right there. Unfortunately, barely misspacing it. That's the thing. I'm not sure if they're misspacing it because ZSS's roll is very long or very short. I'm not super familiar with that. Holy smokes, you have all day.
Oh, yeah, that's a kill. I mean, no doubt about it. And King Chris is crawling around.
The crawl time.
Yeah. Like that synchronized there.
The hardest read, he somehow knew that you're just going to hold this and take this stock instantly, just like that.
Wow.
He charged that yesterday, and he still got hit by the down smash.
Also, really nice parry there from King Chris, and he got some good follow-up off it. Always like to see parries used to their fullest extent.
And that's the thing too, is it's almost funny to see how much they've evolved already in 1 year, because a lot of top players consider parries to just be like not unusable, but just not a thing of the meta because nobody did it early on. So when it happened, it was crazy. If anyone ever parried, it's like, this guy is an absolute god.
Parries like automatically give you advantage, so
yeah.
it's kind of weird that people didn't realize that right off the jump. But they did. I mean, they did change the long-time mechanic of perfect shielding.
Yeah, it's the exact opposite. It felt very committal to just drop your shield and potentially be hit, versus like the power shield was where you would shield at the right time. So if you didn't do it properly, you would at least hold shield versus just get hit in the face for dropping shield early.
Right, absolutely. And I hold to this, my firm belief, parrying is like my favorite fighting game mechanic across all fighting games.
It's the ultimate flex, really. It's like you thought you could just hit me, but now this is happening.
Well, it's also
there's nothing you can do.
It's almost like perfectly balanced, because if you miss time on the parry, you get punished, and if you successfully land your parry, you get the window to attack.
Exactly. And that's one thing, like, it's pretty well known at this point that Light has really adopted using parrying. If anybody talks about parrying, you can't really not bring up Light when it comes to his parry game. And he's really kind of put the idea on the map of, yeah, this is a really good mechanic if you take your time to learn it as well.
Right, absolutely. And I hope one day we get to a point where Smashers are so good at parrying that we see the recreation of the legendary Daigo moment in Smash.
Oh man, imagine. King Chris kind of running away with this one now. Stock Jakamu, 95%, but once again, of course, ZSS having a ton of kill power can turn this around very quickly. One Nair flip kick away for either of them, and they could be either gimped off the bottom or just killed outright.
Oh, there's that spike off the top of the stage into up smash.
That is going to take it right there. And that's going to put King Chris, is it putting up 2-1 at this point?
Yep.
Going into game 4.
Oh, apparently this is best of 3.
Really? Okay. So, hold on. That's best of 3.